Howdy again, y'all. Sean from KappisCards back at you today with something a little different. We haven't done really here very much on the channel. I figured I'd do a few of these here and go back to my youth, I guess, to some degree, and also go back to what really got the shop started here during the pandemic and everything like that by ripping some old junk wax boxes. I've got a few in stock now and got a few more coming, and they're all going to get mixed in, of course, to the product that I make over in the Etsy shop. And we're going to start with this one, sort of an infamous one, right? 1990 Donruss. And I picked this on purpose for a few different reasons, right? This is a set that I, of course, collated when I was a kid. I actually did it. I bought packs of it in 1990, but I think it was 1991 or 1992. Value City came to Frederick, Maryland, where I live. They took over and bought out GB's, which was Glosser Brothers, if you will, from the Western Pennsylvania area. And I remember getting wax boxes like this of 90 Donruss for $4.99, $5.99, something like that. I paid $16 all in, shipped, for this one. So figure we'll rip it open, and I'll talk about the origin story, if you will, of my shop and how I came about doing this on Etsy for the last few years and continue to do it, obviously. And we'll talk about the cards as well as we go through, right? Because 90 Donruss is infamous for a lot of reasons. One is the design. This red bordered design, which they just, remade, in some more recent Donruss things, right? Even harking back to the, reverse negatives, which is probably the best card that we can still find in this, is the Juan Gonzalez reverse negative error, if we can get in here. There's the John Smoltz card that has Tom Glavine's picture on it. That's one of the big errors. There's another reverse negative. It's I think it's Brian Downing on the Diamond Kings card. Somehow they reversed the drawing. I don't know. And there's a bunch of others, right? But what this has become known for, especially recently, if you go on like eBay or any of those sorts of things, is random stupid errors, right? And there are other ones too. They printed like, the wrong birthdays, or, they got some stats wrong and things. There's a lot of these sorts of sets at that time period had, right? But then there are the ones where the black line here on the top of the card, it kind of goes through the name, and people are selling that as a ridiculous error, or that they didn't include the period after INC on the back of the card, right? So people are selling those as ridiculous error cards for stupid amounts, and if that's you, more power to you, right? They're your cards. You do what you want. But if you're a buyer, don't buy them. There's no other way to put this. So let's get this started. Of course, the puzzle's Carl Yastrzemski. I'm just going to set the puzzle cards over here out of the way off camera. Throw the garbage over here. Got a little stickage here on the back card. I don't know if I can get that piece of the pack off. But if I can't, we're just going to toss Gary Sheffield aside there, right? Is who that was. And let's see first off if we've got any of those errors. So the line's there. Where's the INC? Look, I'm rich. Oh my God, I'm eBay rich. These don't have a period after the INC. Oh my God. So, no, they're going to get mixed into my $2 packs, right, of 30 baseball cards for each team that I sell over in the shop. So, if you get one of these, maybe you can go flip them around on eBay for some stupid amount of money to, suckers that actually think that that's some kind of valuable error card when it's not. So, some of these are a little touched in the corner. And of course, that's going to be the problem when you have solid red borders, just like solid black borders. But Kurt Schilling, what stadium is that in the background? The Winston signage, of course, there too. I can't tell what stadium that is. That County Stadium in Milwaukee, maybe? Certainly not. I don't remember that being Memorial Stadium like that. Might be, though. That time period, Baltimore. So that's probably the best card in this first pack, right? As I was talking, aside from, it might have been Gary Sheffield, right? Had I got this, gunk off the back, but since I didn't, I'm just gonna toss that aside. So, yeah, like I was saying, right? This is one of the sets that I put together. Of course, I started, personally when I was a kid. I was born 1980, so the first set I actually put together was football. It was 86 Topps. I started with a good one, didn't I? you know, with all the rookies and things like that, and 86 tops. So the first baseball set I collected was the next year, was 87 tops with the wood border. And I did tops mostly because, of course, you could find it. And this is another one I'm going to let go with that being on the back, unless I can... Yeah, I'm not going to include that in the pack, so it's going to be like that. So there's Kurt Schilling again, right? So something for the collation already in the box. 2 packs, 2 Kurt Schilling cards. And there's Gary Sheffield, and I guess Mike Marshall was another double. But either way, right, you know, tops were the ones you could always get at, like, the stores in my hometown, like Rite Aid, and, when I went into Frederick, because I lived in a little town outside of Frederick in Maryland, Mount Airy. And, you know, when I went into Frederick, you know, you went to Kmart at that time, or GB's, like I said, or, you know, those were the big stores. Walmart didn't come to Frederick till I was in high school. So, you know, it was the place to get it. You know, they mostly had Topps cards. So I collected the Topps sets. And if I went to the baseball card shop that was in Frederick at the time, Burton's, you know, maybe get other stuff. At other places, just randomly, you know, you could find Fleer and Donruss, right, too, at some of the retailers. In fact, I think GB's did have, you know, Fleer and Donruss, right? Because that's what I remember getting Fleer cards and stuff. Seems like that's going to be a problem for all these on the back. Whatever the card is stuck to the wax, it's going to, you know, wind up losing one. But either way, right? Just sort of looking through this. But yeah, so I would collect all the top sets, Robbie Alomar there. And, you know, when I could find these cheap, and like I did when Value City came to Frederick, right? And we were able to get these cheap, you know, I put together a bunch of these random sets like that because they had a bunch of random wax boxes, you know, from the junk wax here, since they were so overproduced. And, you know, of course, I had all these cards sitting in my mom's place for a long time, up until, I guess it was December of 2018, right after Christmas. You know, she still lives in the house I grew up in back there outside Mount Airy. And sorry, Mike Fetters. Rated rookie, too. You know, she got sick. I had to go home. I took like 3 days worth of clothes. My wife actually had to send me clothes, right? Because I wound up there for almost a month since she had my mom had a rather major illness at the time. Fortunately, she's okay. She recovered, right? She's 85. She's still, oh, no, she's 84. And she's still kicking. So, you know, no, she's 83. And she's still kicking. So, you know, but yeah, I would wind up stuck there. So I wound up like going through all my cards. And at that time I had watched some, you know, random YouTubers, right, on cards and stuff already. And I was kind of feeling the itch to get back into it then. I had bought some random packs and stuff at Walmart and places like that back when my Walmart still sold cards. But otherwise, you know, for whatever reason, I decided to finish the sets that I hadn't finished, right? There were a few that, you know, like the 94 tops, 95, when I was starting to get into high school and started spending more money on, you know, booze and girls and that kind of things, right? You know, playing golf and doing other stuff that I did at the time, right? And, you know, going out to eat and partying and whatever else that I got away from cards. And I also collected starting lineups. I put a lot of money into them too, which, you know, look how that worked out. Just as well as investing in these, right? But, you know, 90s starting lineups. But still, you know, went through all those. And for some reason I decided, we didn't get the John Smoltz error. We actually got John Smoltz, right? So probably won't get the reverse negative either when we find that, but we got the corrected version of the Smoltz card. But yeah, so my mom was sick, and for some reason I decided, well, how can I sell off the excess that I had, right, of all these? And I made team packs. And at that time, they only had junk wax era cards, and I put them on eBay. And, you know, some of them sold. I actually remember selling some to, like, some folks in Hollywood and stuff that were looking for specific team cards, you know, for whatever they were making, you know, for a movie or something. And that sort of thing. But sorry, Jeff Parrott, I'm not even going to try. But, yeah, so some sold, but not many. And then as the pandemic started the next year, these were just sitting in a closet in my house, right? And I had just had my baby daughter, you know, in mid 2018 as well, or 19 as well. And, you know, these were just sitting in a closet. And then I decided that maybe they'd sell more if I put modern cards in with them. So I started mixing in modern cards with these 30 cards that fit in a team bag, as I do now. And, yeah, for whatever reason, I was looking around, you know, of course, eBay, there's billions and billions of cards, right? And I figured these are just getting lost. Let's try somewhere else. And I'd sold my mom's, like, she knits stockings. She still does it over there on Etsy. So I had sold those. A backwards Mark McGuire card. By the way, that's another error. Some of these all-star cards say, you know, recent performance or something like that, not, you know, all-star game performance like they should. But either way, right, my mom had sold stock, and she still does over there on Etsy, right? I kind of managed that. So I put these on there. I figured, yeah, you know, I'll spend a few bucks because you have to pay up front to list on Etsy. I'll spend a few bucks, see what happens. And if they don't sell, you know, whatever. Hey, I got that one off clean. So Paul Molitor was saved. Lo and behold, all right, these took off on Etsy. This is a good pack. Right, we got Hojo, Cal Ripken. Yeah, it got worse here. Going back here, we know Paul Molitor's here. That Ramon Martinez, right, would have been a big one in 1990. But still, right, so lo and behold, they took off. And I've made like 4,800 sales almost at this point as I'm making this video. And I don't mean like of, you know, 4,800 packs. I've probably sold close to 10,000 packs at this point. You know, because most of those, not most, but many of those sales were for more than one pack. So it's just all, you know, if you buy more than one or you buy in some of my bulk deals that I offer, then, you know, it counts for more than one. It just is one sale. So, yeah, just kind of took off. And when I was bored during the pandemic, what did I wind up doing? Because I didn't have these here. It's Ozzie Smith, Hall of Famer. I probably should have pulled out the Hall of Famers I was talking. There's Ripken again. That's nice. But Oil Can Boyd, we saw this collation. Dave Justice, that's a nice one. Early in his career. Is that a rookie? Might be. And then Dewey Evans. But, you know, we were sitting in the pandemic. We were all locked down in 2020. And I had nothing better to do. And, you know, I was being a college professor, you know, the school was closed. Or, you know, I was doing online classes. And I did all the way up through August of 21, right, when I went back. It was from March, like, whatever, 8th or 9th. The Bernie Williams that got this. Can I get it off? I did. Ooh, I lost some there. That stinks. It's the Bernie Williams rookie card. Not the one to lose like that. But not like there's not a jillion other ones out there. So anyway, right, so I was off work from, well, not off work. I taught from home from August, or from March, you know, 2020 till August 2021. Kirby Puckett's All-Star card. And Ben McDonald rookie. This is a pack that between Ben McDonald and Bernie Williams, those are, you know, huge 1990 rookies. Plus you got Matt Williams, Canseco, you know, Puckett. That's probably our best pack so far, right, in terms of players and stuff. But yeah, what I did during 2020 was I would buy these, and I put these sets together again, just as I did, you know, back when I was a kid. And I wound up amassing, you know, doubles and everything. And I put the sets aside, and I have since torn through the sets, right, and put them back into the packs. I have a couple sets left, and I'll open them at some point here on camera. But, you know, I wound up doing that, and I saw you could buy bulk cards, right? And that's what I've been doing, of course, ever since, buying bulk, usually, until I've got these wax packs again. So I've kind of come all the way back around, right, to sort of where I started with this, and Barry Bonds, where I started with doing this and making these packs. And I've got, of course, you know, you've seen me open, if you are a subscriber to the channel or you've been on the channel before. If you're not, like, subscribe. You know, You've seen I got modern cards. I've got some more coming as well in these sort of bulk packs that I buy off eBay or, you know, I have Facebook Marketplace, or if I see some in a antique mall and stuff. I haven't been in antique malls recently. I've tried to go to the one that was near me that I've bought cards at before, and they're ripping up the damn road right in front of it. So it's kind of impossible to get to right now. But still, we got backwards cards again. I don't think these are searched packs because we're getting the stars, right? I mean, Dave Justice, I think it's just random, you know. It's also so tight, the way these are sealed. But George Bell, Y11's a Hall of Famer. But otherwise, you know, at some point I'll put these back together into my team packs, and I'll do the update shorts. I didn't put all of them out the last baseball update, and I'm going to do, I think Gagne's not coming off, but at some point I'll do, there's Bart Giamatti, right, the commissioner that passed away. Tony Gwynn. And at some point, you know, as I update each team, I'm going to put them out, so there might be, you know, a couple a day whenever I get around to it, and it'll be a little while till I go back through and actually build some packs, because I'm going to open, you know, a couple more of these wax boxes here, you know, over the next couple weeks. And we'll do that set break, like I said, at least of the 89 Donruss. And I'm looking over here on the side of me, and I've got 93 Donruss as well. It's the one with the, or not, excuse me, 89 Upper Deck is the one we're going to do with the Ken Griffey Jr. rookie that I'll probably pull out and set aside for myself just to hang on to, just so I have it. That card came out okay. But otherwise, you know, I've got that 93 Collector's Choice Upper Deck sitting over here is what I'm looking at. And the problem with it is they could be one giant brick in there. And I'd hate to open it. It's already ripped. The plastic is ripped on it. So it's not, I mean, it's sealed, but it's not sealed. You know what I mean? But either way, right, I'd hate to rip it, you know, break the seal, get in there, and it's just one giant block, you know? So I might have to think about doing that one. Plus, I've got plenty, because I dropped these. Well, that was good. I've been dropping a lot of stuff recently. I don't know why. Sorry, Steve Sachs. Let me see if I can salvage any of these. I think they might have hit okay. You know, when I put these in the packs, right, I always make sure that the corners are good and as best I can. Sorry, I hit the camera there now. And, you know, if there's any bends and folds and things, I try not to include them the best I can. I'm not perfect, right? Eckersley and Dale Murphy in that pack. Bo Jackson. Bo, did you survive? Yes, you did. Maybe. Maybe. Have to look at that one a little closer. A little better light. Tony Gwynn. That one did not. You can see that corner got blown up there a little bit. If it catches it. Either way, it's gone. This one got blown up too. Silly Butterfingers. Terry Poole. Sorry about that. Keonis, Huey Brooks. And then Sierra and Glenn Davis look okay too. So we'll put those there. But yeah, I just don't want to rip that 93 Upper Deck and take a big loss on that, where I could probably sell it as is for 70, 80 bucks, something like that, shipped, if I wanted to do it that way. Let somebody else take the risk. The 89 Upper Deck I could probably is open already. I opened that when I was a kid. I'll probably tell that story again whenever I crack into it. But, you know, I had to see the Griffey, right, because I was a kid. So, Kelly Mann. Harold Baines, Hall of Famer. Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer. Will Clark, Cal Ripken. It's a good pack. The puzzle card. So let's start another row here. We are a little past halfway through the box, I believe. But that's, you know, a little bit of the origin story on how the shop came around. And to be honest with you, it's just dumb luck that I've been doing this and just kept it up. I mean, I do this now at night for a few different reasons. I mean, my wife and I work slightly different shifts, so after we spend a little time together, and she's getting ready for some licensure exams, You know, after our daughter goes, we put our daughter to bed, we spend a little time together, and then she goes off and studies and goes to sleep. And I come in here and usually watch the Mets or whatever sports are on right now, which is, I'm ripping this, it's baseball season, so the Mets. And this helps keep my sanity, to be honest with you. Because I am just friggin' tired of everything that is academia related, and I am a college professor. And I mean, I got into the college professor game knowing what it was going to be, but it's just got so friggin' stupid recently. This is one of the other valuable cards out of the set. The other one we should be looking for is the Griffey rookie, which I haven't seen. But this is, again, the corrected version. I believe there's an error of this that has a King of the Kings back, right? Which is, you know, sort of like the Diamond Kings card. But that is, you know, arguably one of the most valuable cards in the set, which probably somewhere you can maybe put it in a quarter box and get lucky, right? You know, if you find a Nolan Ryan collector that somehow doesn't have it. But that's probably about it when it comes to this set. Dwight Smith, you gonna come off there? No, you are not. Checklists. Yeah, I mean, I'm not down with the woke. If you are, it's your life. And, you know, I'm surrounded by it. And add that to other micro level stupidity at the college I work at, right? Which every place has their, you know, everybody works somewhere probably with a bunch of idiots, right? And it's just I work with ones that think they're smart. So, I'm not even going to try with Cecil Espy there. He's just stuck. Cotto, there's Bo, base card with Ripken hiding behind him. Or no, Carlton Fisk hiding behind him. I saw that much in the CA, right? I thought it was Cal. Jim DeShays, Hal. There's Randy Johnson. It's a nice card. Again, second year, right? Or was he in? I don't think he was in 88 Donruss. But not exactly like, you know. There's nothing in here you're going to break the bank with. When I did a little research about the Juan Gonzalez card, because I still believe the reverse negative is the most valuable card. You know, PSA 10 in it was still getting a couple $100, right? But, you know, PSA 10 in this, it's got to be tough. I mean, between the borders, getting all cracked up, and everything else, that one came out all right. Gallego. You know, just add that to being off-centered or just showing a little edge wear coming out of the pack. It can't be easy. Kevin McReynolds, Hojo, it's a Mets pack for me. Not pulling any Mets out of this one because I got them already. Oh, do I got them already? Can't say, you know. I picked this just because of, you know, to start with this one, because I've got a couple other ones down there, like I said, a couple more coming. Just because I wanted to make fun of the error cards that people sell out of this, right? The lines through and the, you know, the INCs. Like I said, you know, we're rich with this box. There's no period after the INC. But, you know, we're eBay rich, which means it's just sitting there on eBay. It's not selling. Hopefully, right? Don't be that person. And checklist. Sierra, Schofield, Sachs, Dion is okay. It was just things there. Dave Winfield and Don Robinson. Have not seen the Griffey. And I don't know if I mean, I haven't seen Juan Gonzalez yet. Maybe I was blabbing so much I missed him. And the Griffey. I haven't seen him yet. So, again, there's no way this was a search box. These are way too well sealed. When I say search box, somebody was searched it 1990, right? But, which I do have some 88 Donruss to open, and you know my history. If you're a fan of the channel with 88 Donruss that I find in the Walgreens boxes, a couple that I found that were definitely searched. Here's an example of the other error, right? You see the black line going through the name there a little bit? kind of goes into the letters. Maybe that's not a perfect one, but that would be the example of the black line running through the front. And checklist on the back. Why didn't they put the puzzle piece on the back? It's sort of like, why didn't Topps put their propaganda pieces on the back so the gum ruins them? Todd Zeile rookie was a big one, of course, back then. All right. And we got 11-ish more packs, maybe a few more. If you like this so far, of course, like, subscribe. It helps the channel, right? Here is the Ken Griffey. Oh, it's Ken Griffey Sr., at least, that I'm ruining. Thank God. Because he's got... Maybe if I had better fingernails or something, I can get this off, or thumbnails, but that wax ain't coming off, and I'm not including them in packs, so I'm just tossing them out of the way. Horton, Jacoby, Brunansky. What happened to Ken Caminiti there? Guillen, Ozzie Smith again. We've seen this collation. Yeah, Greg Maddux. Maybe we haven't. I don't think we've seen Maddux yet. Where are you, Griffey and Gonzalez? Maybe finding Griffey Sr. means we'll find Griffey Jr. soon. Who knows? Who knows? And Milt Thompson, can you... Yeah, it did. Yeah, it was all right. Put him there. Yeah, we got another Nolan Ryan 5,000K card. Let's set that down. Nunez, Greg Jeffries was probably a decent one back then. Carpenter and George Bell and the Yaz puzzle piece were backwards for some reason. Franco, Craig Biggio, that's second or third year Biggio. And here's the King of Kings card. So that's interesting to get, both cards in this, right? This is not the error. The error would be the backs are swapped, I think, on these. But look at that one's way the hell off center, isn't it? But yeah, so we got that. Let's see if these last we got 8 packs left here. Yeah. Let's see if these last 8, 9 packs produce. We'll call it a video. And like I said, these will get mixed into my random team bags. I've got to do, at some point, I'm going to do like a intro video. I haven't never done one for my page, right? Still learning YouTube a bit. How to handle some of these things on here, how to promote better, yada, yada. Doing it because like I said, it's summertime. I'm a college professor. I should be doing research, but that's really how I feel about my job right now. So it doesn't help that I'm a political science professor and I am completely jaded, right, with everything American political science at this point. Everything American politics. I'm so sick for this election. And, the crap trial that we just had, and that card got blown up. I might have just done that Terry Pendleton there. Look at that corner. Sorry, Terry. But so sick of everything. Calderon, Barry Larkin. I think it's the first time we've seen him. Billy Ripken. Dan Plesac there with Kelly Mann and Mickey Tettleton. I remember liking Mickey Tettleton a lot as I was a kid. When he was with the Orioles. And some bad Orioles teams there in the late 80s. Not now, though. The Orioles the Yankees are having an awesome year and making the Orioles look bad, but the Orioles are, 20-some-odd games over 500? And the Orioles are pretty damn good. Houston. Ricky Henderson. Ozzie Guillen. Haven't seen Gooden Strawberry yet, have we, for the Mets? Of course, you're not going to get the whole set in this box, just mathematically, right? There's 660 cards in the set, and there's just not enough, packs and cards, right, to get there. So, we already know we got doubles. We've seen them. But Mel Hall, you going to get it off? Hey, you did. All right. Thank you, Mel Hall. There's the Griffey Sr. again, so we got a nice clean one there for the packs. Dennis Cook. Steve Avery, rated rookie, was a big one back then, right? Avery had a solid career. So McGuire again. Ron Gant was a hell of a player at that time with the early Braves championship teams. You know, National League champion teams, I should say. The early 90s. Losing to the Twins and the Blue Jays and people like that eventually. Just hurts my soul when they stick like this sometimes. Yeah, that one ripped. Mike Boddicker. I remember him pitching for the Birds too when I was a kid. Bud Black. Keith Hernandez. I'm Keith Hernandez. Lou Whitaker. Yeah, we got another can of Kings. So we get 4 of those, and we still haven't seen Griffey. And we still haven't seen Wangon, unless I somehow, when I was yapping about my background, missed it. And it's definitely possible, as I was just yapping away and flashing these in front of the camera. So, sorry there, Greg Hibbard. Jamie Moyer, of course, has to be in this set, right? He's in every set forever there. Olerud, that is first, probably, was he in the 89 Donruss set? Of course, he was in 89 Upper Deck, right? Or no, he's in 90 Upper Deck, so that might be his rookie. Mike Schmidt's all-time great card, his last card. So there's the line through. You see Jack Morris there with the line through at the J? That's a better example. So people, I mean, this is an error card technically, right? Because of that, because it's not like all the others. And people put ridiculous price tags on it for that reason. Sure. I'm not that guy. It's like I said, he's going in a random Tigers back there. Tigers are a team I got a ton of too, so you might be able to find them. And we're going to lose a Diamond King card here that was for some reason flipped the wrong way on the pack. John Smoltz Diamond King is going to get abused here. Ugh, that is so stuck. Oh, that's so bad. These are all flipped around in this pack. And this one's all blown up too. Look at that corner. If the light can hit it right, I can see it though. It's all beat to hell. Oral Hershiser, checklist. There's Nolan Ryan's base card. Ron Darling. The Smoltz not error again. Hojo. David Cone. And Kirk McCaskill on the back. So 2 more to go. We'll call it a video. Up the next one will be probably one more. Next video will probably be one more of these. I might do either 88 Topps or 88 Donruss, or I've got 90 Fleer coming as well. I might do that. That's another one I can tell stories about and stuff. So Tim Raines there kind of got abused. Get that out of here. Lee, Foley, Hill. Greg Vaughn's rated rookie was a big card at the time. And Roger Clemens, first time we've seen him. Checklist, Kelly Gruber. All right, one more pack to find. Either the Juan Gonzalez, reverse negative, hopefully, or Ken Griffey Jr. McDowell, Kevin Bass, John Franco, Dyer, Wilkerson, White, West, Eckersley, Lombardozzi, Sandberg, Valdez, Ganter, Aquino, Swindell, and Franco. So we strike out on the big cards, unless I somehow missed them. I don't think I did. I think I would have stopped yapping as I did some other ways and seen them, but it's still fun, right? And that's sort of why I do this, right? It's just, you know, a different way rather than, you know, going through some of those big eBay boxes that I've been going through. And of course you can see there's whole playlists of them there on my channel, right? Let's try something different. So, you know, at least we got a bunch of the Nolan Ryan cards, and we got some all other stars and stuff like that in here as well to get mixed into the packs. And we got some other fun stuff too. So, hey, and remember, they're all no INC cards. Oh my God. So, Eventually it'll get mixed into the product there on the Etsy shop. So check us out, like and subscribe if you like these sorts of videos. Like I said, we're gonna have a few more coming out here soon as the summer evolves. And otherwise, we'll see you in the shop.